Okay. Lisa says 54 question mark. Kazi, I am 54 and other videos you said to get on YouTube. I don't want to or make any Udemy videos. Can you still make a living coding, and am I too old? Okay, Lisa, this is a very good question that you have. You said, I'm 54. I'm worried, first of all, am I too old? That's one of your concerns. And then also you mentioned that you don't want to get in front of a camera and you don't want to create content or whatever. Okay, great. Not everybody wants to create content. Not everybody wants to do videos. I totally get it. 99% of the developers, actually even more, none of them do any of that. Okay, and you don't have to. It's possible for you to get jobs. It's possible for you to get work without any of those things. Keep in mind, guys, that I got my first job in 3 months of learning to code. Okay, it wasn't some amazing thing that happened. There were a few things, and I always talk about them. In my emails, I talked about it last live stream. If you missed it, go watch it. And I'm going to be talking about it over the next coming weeks. I have some amazing things put together for you guys, like this masterclass where I cover a lot. But to answer Lisa's question, you're not too old, because you're going to be 55 regardless of what happens in your life, right? You're 54 right now. You're going to be 55. Somebody who's 55 is going to be 56 regardless of what happens. The question is, do you want to be 55 exactly how you are right now, or do you want to be 55 with a new skill added on? Okay, so that's kind of really what it is. And for you to get some kind of result in 3 to 6 months, or maybe even a year, let's say it takes you a year, that's not that long of a time. Okay, it's still happening within that time. If you're too old, I have also made a special video on this, which is called Am I Too Old to Start Coding? And how that video kind of came about was this one person, one of my students, she said, her name was Catherine, and she said that she was, I think, 45 years old. She had 3 kids, had a full-time job, had a husband, and she finds it very difficult that out of all of that stuff, she gets getting any time to code. But she was still finding 2 to 3 hours to code every single day and then improving. One route to go is spend a lot of time and just work with hours. And that's usually what I say is like the theoretical route, where you can just spend a lot of time coding and building those skills. But here's another alternative route that I'm a big fan of, that I think is highly effective. And this is something that came out in Carnegie Mellon, right? That's the name of the university, their study. And they said 85% of your financial success comes from your likability, your personal skills, your communication. All right? And so basically, in other words, to sum it up, 85% of your success comes with your soft skills. 15% of your success comes with technical skills. So here's the awesome part as a 54-year-old. You have all this experience that you've gained in your life that will be helping you, unlike somebody who was 20 when they were starting. Okay, so maybe being younger can even be a disadvantage at certain times. Okay, it can be an advantage in other ways where we have maybe more time to invest, maybe more energy, maybe more passion and motivation. But what you have is a lot of references throughout your life. You can use those, okay, to get a jump start. And you only have to know actually a little bit of coding. What I would have you spend your time on is learn how to do practical things that solve people's problems. Don't just be doing those coding exercises that are super complicated and require all this crazy math.